Hey guys, and welcome to episode 22 of Zerganan's Feed the Beast Season 1. I'm standing out here on top of my bee house, and it's nighttime. It's actually, I have it really well lit. Basically, nothing can spawn in my whole, base area. Um, and I'm standing out here, and I'm waiting for trees to pollinate. It's taken a long time. I've gotten quite a few trees. Wild cherry. I have gotten a couple of common walnuts. Now this has taken almost a whole day, and I mean like 24 hours of just being online, letting the game run, pollinate trees, and try to get some with a grafter. I have gotten some lemon, which will help in the future, but it's taking a long time. And so one thing occurs to me is the more bees that I have, the greater chances of them pollinating trees, because one bee can only do so much, right? And in this case, I have 3, so I don't have a lot. So I was thinking, let's see if we can build an apiary or two, and to do that, I need seed oil. So I just switched my cotton out, just recently for wheat again, because I've gotten a lot of cotton, and I need the regular seeds, because you can't put cotton seeds in a squeezer. You can put them in a squeezer, but it doesn't do anything. And I wish it did, because if you look, I have a lot of cotton seeds. So basically, at this point, I'm just probably going to end up trashing half of those. There's not really anything I can do with them. So what I want to do, and I know I just put my tools away, is I want to make a squeezer. Okay, so we want to make a squeezer, so we need a sturdy casing, which is bronze. And let's do that. So we need a sturdy casing. And I'll make 3 of them, because I'm going to need them for other machines anyway. And let's do 1 squeezer for now. If we find that we do need a second one to keep up with supply, then we can definitely do that. But for right now, we're just use 1. And we're gonna need liquid ducts and some redstone energy conduit. I don't have a lot. And I don't have a lot of liquid ducts, but I did teach my system how to make liquid ducts. So in this case, I'll do 30. And it will go ahead and make them all, and I made a lot of hardened glass and put it in the system. And there we go. So that should be plenty of liquid ducts. Now let's do the redstone energy conduit. So what I'm going to need for that is electrum and hardened glass. So let me see if I have, I'm going to need a stack here. Let me just go ahead and throw that in the magma crucible to start out. And let's see if we have what we need. We do. We do have some. 20. We'll start with that. We'll see if that works for us. I always end up throwing these in here and forgetting about them. So I'm gonna just wait a second. Okay guys, I went ahead and made the redstone conduit. Remember, this is my access corridor behind all my engines. I have the 2 redstone energy cells here, and this goes to the main room over there. And this I just connected to my my little walkway back here, right behind the coke ovens and everything. And this is where I have the coke ovens, and I have all my wiring, and some things are exposed, some things aren't. It's kind of a nice mix. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put my squeezers back here, because I want this to be my liquid production. Okay, so I went ahead and tapped into the power here, and I ran it back here, and I just want to go ahead and cover this up. I just wanted to show you um, that that's what I went ahead and did. And like I said, some of it's exposed, some of it's not. So now we have our squeezer. So let's go ahead and put it down right here. Okay, we're going to have to tap into the AE network, and I think the easiest way is going to be to go from here, maybe up, and then facade it over to down there. But we're also going to need the liquiducts to connect, and I want to do that under it, but I still want it accessible just in case. So I'm going to extend this out here, and let me go ahead and drop this down. So let's see if we can figure out where it is exactly. Looks like I'm at 441, 267. So that's 265, 260. Okay, so let's go this way a little bit. One more, and then we'll do right, should be right there, right above us. There it is. Okay, so now we can use our liquiducts, and I'll clean this up. I always like to, when I'm around my base, especially if I'm going to be digging, I always like to leave the hash marks on that shows if something can spawn. And the reason is because I light up my base according to that, right? And if nothing can spawn, then I don't have to worry about it. I'll never see it, right? So that's why normally I'll just run around and I'll leave it on. See now, you don't even know it's there. Nothing can spawn. It just alerts me when I need it. Now when I'm running around out in the world, then I'll a lot of times turn it off. I did go ahead and create a couple tanks, and I'll show you those once we run the liquid duct here. And so I want this to come down here. Let's see, actually let's take it all the way down to the floor. And I wonder, I can't put facades on these, I don't believe. So where do I want it to connect? Yeah, let's have it connect up top. I know, I keep changing my mind. And if I need to, I can just request a whole bunch more. But doesn't look like I should need to. Not where I was going for, but that's okay. So I want it to connect here. Now, the problem is now we have this connecting pipe, and you see here, creosote. Creosote's coming down this way, and then it's going all down this way. And not just that, but we don't want the squeezer connecting to the same line because it goes down to this tank down here, right? The blue tank. I moved it over one. So they can't mix, not in the tanks. So there's one more piece to this build that I want to get, and it's a really cool block. We'll wait for us to sleep through the night here real quick. Okay. So what I want to build is a liquid router. It's right here. Okay. It's really simple, and it gets us a lot of liquid routers. So we're going to use quite a few of them. So let's go ahead, and I believe I don't have any machine frames. So let's make just a couple, because they're used in quite a few machines anyway. And I need some more plastic sheets, which I have taught my system how to make. So I'm just going to make 64 of them. I don't need that many right now, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, so now we have a liquid router. So here's what we need to do. First, we need to go downstairs, and I need to get a bucket. I'm just going to do 2. Because we only have 2 liquids right now. And the first one, I changed up the colors of the tanks. I think offsetting the liquid looks a lot better than, being the same color as the liquid. So we need a bucket of creosote. And then we're going to need a bucket of seed oil. But here's what we do. So here's where the pipes intersect. So this is where I'm going to break it. Right here. And now I'm going to place a liquid router here. And what I'm going to tell it to do is I'm going to tell it that this one, the blue side, this one the yellow side, and the one up top, which I believe the bottom's the black. It's another colored side. I believe it's the purple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it that those 3 are input, so I'm going to leave them blank. And I'm going to put one more liquid duct. I might need to get another one here. Let me go ahead and I can just request a few. Oh, I already have some made. Okay, so I'm going to tell it this liquid duct, and I'm going to go down here. Right, and there's a reason that I'm doing it this way. So now, what I'm telling it is these 2 are your outputs. Right, and so that's the green and the black. And so the green, we want to be creosote. Now, once we have seed oil, we want the black to be seed oil. So what that'll do is that will not allow anything to go back down these pipes. See, watch. It doesn't go down this pipe now. Right, so that pipe can fill up with seed oil and not have a problem. And it won't let anything, like say if something's coming down from that one there, it won't let it flow back here. It automatically knows this is the way creosote is supposed to go. Right, so now that we have that, I want another one right here. Right, and this is why you get 8, is because you can use them this way to completely control the liquids. So the yellow is the input, and I want to say the blue is going to be our creosote out. And so now, when creosote hits this block, it knows it's supposed to go blue. Right, which is kind of funny because that's the color of the tank. So now we should be able to hook this one up. And we know, because we don't have anything in red, it will not let creosote go into red. So it will not put creosote oil into this tank. Now we can start using the squeezer. Right, and we don't want it to output just yet. So I'm going to, just in case, take it off. There we go. And so we need to connect up the ME network. Let me get some cables and some facades, and I'll be right back. Okay, and so I went ahead and got the cables. Now I want to get from there to over here, and I want to go along right here. And so let's go ahead and we just dig up here. And this is why I wanted to go right here. Is because this will take me right here at the wall. Oh, that's not what I meant. Sometimes this gets a little bit more than I want it to. Okay, so we can leave it right here. And basically, it's a straight shot. We can go up one. So it's right here. And I can always clean this up later. Okay, so now over here we should be able to just go over to here and then straight down. Well, more or less. And then I'm going to do a basic export, and I don't have any seeds. So let's go ahead and get some of those. I'll tell it basic export seeds. So now, as long as I have seeds in the network, it should start throwing them in here. So we'll wait and get a little bit of a seed oil. Let's go ahead and, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and close this up here. And I'll do facades there. And for the most part, this is mostly all hidden. And if we add any more squeezers, it's very easy to tap them in together. Which eventually, the goal is eventually we will add more. Just right now, because of the low seed production, that's why I'm working towards walnuts. So let's go ahead and throw our bucket in here. And I think it will have to get to this line before it'll fill the bucket. So I'll be back as soon as we have that much. Okay, now we have our bucket of seed oil. So what we need to do is we need to tell it the black, which is the other output. Oop, not creosote, seed oil. Okay, so now if any seed oil comes down this way, or down any of these other ones, it'll automatically go down the black, because that's where it knows it has to go. Okay, and then they're both go through this pipe here. And then when it gets to here, we want to tell it the red is seed oil. So it'll only let seed oil go down the red. And then it'll go into this tank here, which I just put the seed oil in, which is now empty. So let's go back up here. Actually, let's connect it up. And I want to show it. So now we should be able to change this to lever, whack it with a wrench, and we do need a redstone signal. I believe I can put a lever just right on the block here. I should have a bunch of levers. Just need one. I believe I should be able to put one right here. There we go. So there goes the seed oil. It's coming through here, and it knows that seed oil can only go down the black, so then it's going down this way, and then seed oil can only go to the red side here. So now it's going here into this. And it's going to do that every time it squeezes a seed. And what will happen is, the reason that I wanted the router here is because the router will stop one fluid and wait, and then put another one through. So even if the pipe's 100% full, you know, at some point, it'll stop doing the one fluid and let the other one come through. See, just like that. There's still fluid here, but it let the creosote go through. So it'll kind of let him alternate, and that way you don't have a buildup in the pipes. Also, I don't have to run like 10 pipes. I just have 2 or 1. One running down this way, right? And I could very easily branch this off differently, right? But normally you want to do your branches towards the end. That's just more of flow control. And so when I go and do another tank here, I can very easily just go right here and connect over to that tank, straight from the green side here. So let's go ahead and let this get up some seed oil. Let me see if I can put this bucket back in here. Yeah, see, I don't think There's no way to... I'll just have to put it in the tank itself. So, and see, this is why I did the seed oil, why I changed up the colors. The seed oil is nice and light, and I figured on the purple it'll look really nice. The yellow actually does look pretty good on the blue. And then I think what I'll put in here, maybe some honey, maybe some ethanol. Maybe we'll start making some ethanol. We do have a lot of trees, or a lot of saplings. So now we have the seed oil, and the whole idea was to get seed oil to do bees. So now we have the seed oil, and what we need to do is we need to make apiaries, right? So let's figure out how we need to do that. So here we have an apiary, and that's because the apiaries you can pump items in. You cannot do it with the bee house. So we need impregnated casings. Well, those are made in the carpenter with seed oil. Okay. Oh, apparently you can make it with creosote. That's new. I did not know that. And it doesn't take as much. Oh wait, no, it looks like it's about the same. Maybe we might be able to make it without seeds. We are using wood all the time to make creosote. Well, we still may need seed oil for something else. So let's go and make the carpenter. And actually, I believe I have a carpenter right here. I do, but it has water in it. There's a couple ways to handle this. My favorite, just break it. Especially if it's water. If it's something else, then, you can get it out. But to me, if it's just water, don't worry about it. So let's go ahead and make... We have a bucket. Couple buckets. Let's go ahead and get... Ooh, our wood production's low. Or our wood's really low. Let me remedy that really quick. I turned off my tree farm because we had a lot of wood. And he was just running around anyway because he needed new diamonds. So we're going to let him fill up. And then I'm going to tell it low and high, so that way he'll use the charcoal only when he needs to, but he'll use the solar when he has the ability to. So this will go ahead and repair up the woodcutter blade. I do want to make a better blade, so that's something for the future. Again, there's a lot of things that I'd like to do. So we have that there. So we need some creosote or some seed oil. Considering that I went through all this production for seed oil, I'm going to go ahead and use that. And 2 buckets. I could use creosote, but I'm really going to save that for rails if possible. So now we have the seed oil in here, and we should be able to just go like this and get some impregnated casings. So we'll give this a minute. Real quick while we wait, my tree cart has repaired, and it's starting to chop down wood. I figured while we're waiting, because it is going to take a little bit, I'll go ahead and show this with some speed film. And as you can see, it makes short work of trees that are connected like this. That's why I plant them so close together. Is it'll clean these up really well. So let's go check on our casings here. Aha! We have 8 now. Sweet. Okay. So now we want a few apiaries. We'll put those in there. And 5. 6, 7, 8. So there we go. That's quite a good many. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night, and we'll go put them in. Okay, so we're here in my bee room, and I have the 2 apiaries there that are already automated, and I want to take out this bee house. And I don't really have an axe. So we're just punch it. And okay, note to self, don't do that again. So I do want the stone here, but I don't want it right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it. I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, because I want that area free to be able to put the imports and exports. And so let's go ahead and we'll do 3 on this side, and that'll leave 5. And then we can do 5 on this side. Pretty sweet. So now we should be able to do precision exports, and I think, yeah, that's what's up top. So, oh no, they're fuzzies. Okay, so we're gonna have to, it's gonna take us a minute to put those down. I don't want, I'm gonna have to break the flowers anyway. Let's go ahead and put the ones below the imports. Those go right, I believe they're right here. Yep, that's a facade. Okay, so now we need the imports. 1, 2, 3, and they're all connected. So now they should import anything. And the other ones are going to be right here. So imports. And I think what I'll do is I'll go through the stone here and just go and connect it right through, basically. And let me get the actual exports that I need, and then we'll go ahead and get this set up and get this moving. Okay guys, so I have the fuzzy exports, and remember we need fuzzy because we don't want it to inspect them and get the exact genes. We just want it to put the right type of bee. So in this case we want it to put the right forest. We wanted to put forest. In this case we wanted it to put meadows. If we used a precision, then it's only going to be this metadata for this bee is the only bee that's going to be allowed. And I'll show you next episode where make a bee analyzer. Only that one's going to be allowed in here. So that's the only one it's going to put in. So if any of the traits change at all, and like I said, it'll become a little more clear next episode. If any of the traits change at all, it won't recognize it as the same bee. So that's why we want the fuzzies. So let's go ahead and put these down. And so now we need to get bees. And let's see what princesses we have. Let's see, we can do mystical. Why not? We can do 1 Rocky, right? Actually, we'll do 2 Rockies because they can run at night. We'll do a Rocky drone there. I don't think I can do the tropical. Let's just go ahead and do a sorceress and a mystical. I'm just looking up different ones to maybe get a good amount of drones for. And water, they have to be underwater. Infernal, they have to be in the nether. So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do another meadows and another forest. So that'll be 8. Okay, so now we have the princesses. Let's go with the drones. So I just need a meadows, a rocky, a forest, and let's see, we want the mystical and unusual. I don't, oh, there we go. There's unusuals and the sorceress. And I'm running out of space. So I believe that's all of them. So let's get rid of some of these. So let's do the unusual and unusual. And then the next one we will do mystical and mystical. And I'm just keeping them purebred right at the moment. I will get into breeding them. So there we go. So we have those 3 set up. So now we can get rid of them. Mystical, unusual, sorceress. Mystical. There we go. So now we just have the regular ones. And as you see now, they all get filled up. And they're go ahead and they should run. Now what we need is these here. Okay. And actually, let's go ahead and do the rocky and rocky. Same thing here. Oh, not there. Here. Rocky, rocky. And then we'll go ahead and do the meadows. I keep doing that. I keep putting them in the apiary. I want to put them in the system here. And I guess I didn't have one for the last one. I'll figure it out. So what that'll do is once I put these back in the system and once I connect it up, it'll start doing the exact same thing over there that it does over here. Okay, and that will give me twice the amount, twice the chance of pollination of my trees. Right, so it's kind of a cycle. You know, your trees give you, help you get things that help your bees, that help your trees, that help your bees, that help your trees. So it's forestry is actually an awesome mod. It's all inner balance between each other. And with that, I think we are at the wrapping up point. I will go ahead and clean up some of this stuff, get everything working. I'll try to get the walnuts finished off so I can get a walnut farm going for more seed oil. And with that, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everyone counts. And feel free to leave any comments on any of the videos. I do try to read them all, and if I can, respond. And with that, I will see you guys later.